So there's also, I also do, I mean, I can tell you how far it's traveling here, but if you ever want to get that dialed in, I also provide that indoor studio. It's all TrackMan, and you can get your yardages. You can see there's a gap test, even if it's just like 3 to 5 clubs, what your average carry is, how far your rollout really is. But more importantly, you want to know your carry. Just so, like, okay, if I've got to carry a bunker or a lake, what club am I using? A lot of people go, oh, my driver goes 300 yards. Yeah, he doesn't carry 300 yards. It probably rolls 30 yards, but depends on who it is.
I went to up in north
Golf bar type situation.
Cool.
Oh, they're great. I literally moonlight one right down the street. Yeah, Joy Factory.
I looked them up online.
Yeah, that's Golf Bar. Yeah, and so that's kind of what All right, so put your ball. This is your ball positions too. So that's okay, so that depends on the player in front of you. Theoretically, it's going to be slightly over the center, but if your swing instead of being a certain way is bottoming out in a certain position, right now, we're going to put it there for your punch. And I'm pretty sure I'm behind it. Let's take a few looks at your swing and we'll see what's going on. All right, so you are hitting a little behind it, right? So it's more ground wind ball. So not this mat, that mat. Yeah, this mat is actually still, and it will catch you. It is here. So I'd say what you want to do is simple thing to think about. If I'm doing my practice swings, my ball's right here. I want to make sure my sweeps are starting to get balls from this way. You guys got me off the ground first. So ideally, I want that edge to start winding up right here. Yeah, that moves ahead of the golf ball in a sense. Yep, better. If your sweep starts behind the ball, you're going to drop kick it or chunk it. Try it again. So that you get a lot of that right there? Okay. On the first hole? That's an iffy tee box there. It's a little sketchy one to look at. Now, so that one you hit the top of the ball. What I'd like to see is try to feel that your downswings generated a little bit more by your hips, because you're kind of sitting on that backside just a little bit. So when you get to the top of your swing,
Hi, Coach.
hey, buddy. So what I notice is you're swinging and turning back. I want you to stay more on top of the ball versus getting that relationship over here. So basically, try to stay more on top of it. Now, are there any limitations and abilities, surgeries, or injuries over the year that I should be worried about? All right, cool. Just gotta know, because I'll put you in a position. hurts. I want to know. Oh yeah.
George lobotomy.
Yeah. I'd say, okay, the easiest way to kind of defend this ball is back damage. Right, so get your ball checks on your stance. With the ball there, I want you to switch yourself around. Yeah, so I'll help for you, Jason. Yep. So, the ball, just around that kick. Obviously, almost the butt of the club should feel like it's pointing at the belt buckle. Or there we go. So step one is like sit here and play swing mechanics all day. At the end of the day, you got to flux it, right? And where's your club sweeping? Bottom down. And how are you setting it? That club is very specific. That's why I love the Mason Day show, though, because he got custom clubs with him, which is great for getting that idea of the foot that he's done so far. Yeah, I think I noticed on
Much better.
All right, so the best part is I haven't seen you hit a slice yet. So you don't slice it per se. You block it, right? So your hands are stuck. A couple of things you got. You stand there, you extend your fingers. The biggest thing you
Always trying to close it.
right, well, so again, relative to the swing, like very basic right now, our biggest thing is I have to do with the slices, meaning if you have a slice everything is just kind of so in your right? So you got to feel it's like what they target. Beautiful. So now we're getting contact. We're not going right. The goal is I want you to come back, say, hey, I'm hitting things clean. They're going a little too left for me. And then we'll dial it back the other way. Everybody's golf swing is different. Yeah, if you came back and told me you can do that 60, 70% of the time, you're going to change the way you play, right? All right, so now let's see if we can take a little bit off the club face, right? So I want to see if you can start it at the tip of the tree we were talking about earlier, right? The number one thing you got to learn how to do is, can I point my club in a direction and get it to start in that direction?
Yeah, you're hitting the head.
No. Okay, well, you're consistently going. Let's see if you want to feel good like that setup. As you're coming to the ball, you want to build this snap. Instead of this.
Now your path is solid. Good miss. So kind of missed the sweep a little bit, but it didn't go a little left on you. So you got to kind of take a look at it. All right, did I hit it solid? No. But did I not hook it left? So I accomplished it in some sense. Good. Find that sweep. That sweep's going to be very important. So put your arms lower. Yeah, there you go. That'll help. Beautiful. All day. That one rolled out to about 180. Now, range balls versus the Pro Vs you're using at the golf bar will make quite a difference when it comes to carry. We're also swinging into the wind a little bit this afternoon. Once the ball gets above this housing line right here, it's all up to the golf gods at that point. I think you would. You played whites or blues? Then you're definitely carrying it. No problem.
Maybe had mercy on me. I think people learned to go blue. You're off ninja.
So that would be, again, not sweeping the ground, right? That's the ball club coming in about halfway up that ball. And that's what I'll tell you, one of the most important things, whether you're hitting an iron or a wood, you know, if you're having contact issues, and this is when you're training. This is when you're training to bottom out the leg, and that's again the hardest thing for amateurs to learn. Consistent as can you bottom out slightly ahead of where you started. You know what I'm saying? You're turning it back to the same spot. It seems simple, but it's not. Yep. Like that's what you're looking for on the course is where's my low point. See what I'm saying? When you can go around without diffing or topping a ball, that's when golf gets a lot more enjoyable, right? And that comes from the simple practice of can I pick a spot and hit a spot?
I've got some bogeys.
There you go. All right, so there's club face, but it's kind of coming. So that was club face pointing in that direction. But what I'm okay with is I'd rather see you miss like that because you got the ball in the air, you hit it solid. Now it's just a matter of timing and sequencing of your wrist and your club face, right? So let's do one more with that, and let's move on to the driver. And it's going to be the same concept, but you're just going to nip the tip of the tee with the bottom of the club when we get to the driver. All right, drop kicked it a little bit behind it, but again, got it in the air. I'd rather see that than a low roller.
All right.
Yeah, again, so I'm going to hit that tee a little. I want to kind of feel that tee or hear that tee, excuse me. Yep, a little too much behind it, but try it again. Almost. The second one was the best one so far. And keep the hands a little lower. Better. All right, put a ball up there. Definitely club face open. Still not a slice. That's more of a block cut. Because if you look at it, I bet you're probably inside heel, low. Yeah. So as you came in,
The longer the clubs, the more exaggerated tightening feels. So getting that green grip is probably that same
try it again. Let those arms relax, nice and relaxed. Soft arms. All right, so work on sweeping that tee. Give me 2 good tee sweeps in a row. A little more. I want to hear that tee a little bit. Yep. So that's one of the things, you know, which I love about mats. When it's you literally have a test dummy tee right there. If you can hit that, and there's a certain sound when you're like, that's it. Once you do that, it's just like, okay, now I'm finding the center of the club face. Can I square the club face up? Yes, there you go. Dead ball. Still roll a little bit. That was about 190. That was a very dead ball. So when you're at the range, what I highly recommend you do, worrying about distance and getting started, take all the shiny ones, put them to the side for your driver. And these ones, use them for your wedges. Smoothies, right? Because it does make a difference in flight. If you get crazy like I do, I'll just sit there and pick out shiny ones for 5 minutes, but I get crazy about it. Good. Let's see if you can push the handle down towards your belt buckle more. There you go, yeah. All right. So 2 things we got to kind of work on a little bit, which will feel
If the Harris group is ready,
feel free to take the first tee. Go ahead and set up to the tee for me real quick. Beautiful swing there, a little drop kick, but beautiful path. Yeah, that's the sound you're looking for. Right? That means we're hitting the tee right. Yep. Sure it does. It's probably because you're not used to it. So right now you're pretty square compared to where you were at. Better. Heel strike. I would not use a wire brush on my own. I would use the plastic side, or just, I'm literally telling you to use it like you have to. You scratch that up with those. Irons are cast iron, so whatever. Those are titanium. They have paint on them and they will scratch easily. You can scratch them with your alignment sticks. Trust me, I've done it. Okay? Good. Kind of tuck your right shoulder down and in a little bit. Yeah, that's saucy right there. I love that one. Good. Getting way closer. So now take a look. Where's your belt buckle pointing? Right where the ball went, right? If you keep turning through, you should allow everything to square up more in time. Good. Right shoulder down. Good. And just turn smoothly. You don't have to go faster or harder. Just keep turning once the ball's gone. Almost. Driver's a different beast than most clubs. It is a different feel, a different setup, and definitely it's technically the same mechanics, but it's different angles, which throws it off. Smooth and relaxed. Better. Spam. It comes in a can and in your email. Just holding off a little bit. I want you to think. See if we get that toe of the club to shut a little quicker. Good, hold on, hold your setups. That'll work. That's one way to do it. Now that's a slice. See how it started left and screened back? I don't, if that's what you have to do to get through it, that's great, but it's going to be a very inefficient carry, meaning all the ball's going to do the entire time is just spin in the air and probably take off close to 20 yards of carry. So we don't really want that. But again, if that's what you have to play that day, then so be it. Now from there, I want you to think club face left on the downswing. Yes, see how it's not slicing as much now? The more you open your body line to the left, the more your body's gonna pull your arms that way. Now what happens with that is when you pull left, you are increasing the slice probability, right? So the straighter your body line is to your target line, it's gonna be simpler to get that path you already have. It's just squaring up your hands to the, or the club face to the ball at that point or target. That's all you got. Make sense? Yeah. Let me know if I lose you or I say too much crap. Good. Better. Close your shoulders a little bit. Yeah, perfect. Just open club face. Path was decent. Kind of a heel strike. A little low. It looks center. Now the fun part is, scale of 1 to 10, how hard are you squeezing that thing?
Well, depends on what I'm thinking about.
100%.
So I try it when I'm thinking about it, I try and just tap my thumb and kind of try it.
Yep. Hold it like a puppy, a baby, 30% tension in the arms. Try not to death grip it. And relax arms. Better. See how much easier to shut the club face? That club is lighter than your irons are. So when you think of holding an iron, in my experience, I feel like, especially when it comes to amateurs, you can squeeze an iron a little harder than a driver, because if you squeeze a driver, it's a graphite and titanium. It's a lot lighter than a 120 gram shaft, or a 100 gram shaft. So let the club do the work. Club face was open on that one. The path was good though. That was better. Squared it up on that one. Better. That was good. Better. Slightly open. Let's see if we can shut the toe quicker, right?
Is it starting to make sense though? Like,
Yeah, I'm kind of a little bit different.
so I would say bring your club face again. Exactly.
All right, so now we've accomplished, again, at the end of the day right now, in 30, 40 minutes, we're not going to, unless you want to do a whole hour, but it doesn't matter to me. There's only so much we can do without overloading the system. The biggest thing I want to be able to teach you is how to get the club face to shut or open so you can control the ball better. Once we get that dialed in, it's now just, okay, keep your practice up. Obviously, you're
Just so they practice. And that, again, it's a longer, arduous path. I don't recommend it, but if that's what you want.
Yep, that was good. That was squared. All right, so now we're doing it. This is where the hard part sets in. How do you do 3 to 5% less until you get that feel down, right? You're shutting the club face up. Now we need to shut it just a little less. And typically what I will do,
And this makes it a lot easier for a lot of players. A lot of tour players do it. They'll pick intermediate targets. Throw that ball up there. And meaning, I'm going to try to hit my goal ball. Right? Let's get everything. It's easier to feel that alignment.
yes, much better. You did it. Drop kicked it though. Hey, you're left of the lake. When Navy Lake, you'd be in 7, you'd be fine.
Yeah, no, I'm like, as I'm sitting there, like, somewhere where I wanted to go.
Good ball. Little heel strikey, I think. So that carried about 190, rolled out 210. So I'd say you put another 10 yards on that with the real ball. Again, limited flight range balls, they spin differently. I mean, you're good looking, don't you? Sometimes I just have, I get lucky. Good. Beautiful. Playable all day. Good. Let's get one more good one. We'll call it a day. I don't want to overwhelm you. Like I said, I want to get you something that you can take home and work on, and I'll send you this video so you'll have this in your text thread and you can go over it. If you have any questions, you can just text me about it and we can go from there. Come here. Better. Much better. Questions, comments, concerns? Good work today, Joe.
I like it, man.
I try to make it easy. Golf's already confusing.
So what kind of